All right. All right, so you can see my screen on Discord.
Yep.
Live. All right, cool. All right, so I haven't watched this demo. So basically, I'm just going to pause at any significant event or any minor event during the game and tell you where you went wrong and what you should have done, and what the, if they do something good, what the counter for it is, and everything like that. So in the beginning, I'll pause it as soon as the match starts, so we can talk about spawns and that sort of shit.
Sure.
All right. So, all right, here we go. Let's do the countdown.
So I have no sound game. I can't hear game sound, but that's fine.
Really?
Are you sharing your screen or sharing the game?
I'm
You should share the
sharing.
game.
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
It's not coming up on the list. There we go. All right. Can you hear that?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, got ya. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. So, this in my opinion is the worst start. Hang on. This is the worst start spawn in the game, and so you could hear that straight away. He got red armor. Yep. But it doesn't matter which spawn they get. If you get mega, you were gonna die first frag, because if the other person doesn't, if you don't get mega, then like ammo room is the worst spawn. But ammo room beats mega. Everything beats mega because you can't get out. But he happened to also get red armor, which means that he's fully fucking tanked. He's got he'll have all 3 major weapons before you even get the fucking rocket launcher. So in this particular situation, you kind of just have to push out. Hopefully that you can get a bit of damage, but you will die. That's, you can play like a homo and like try and hide in here, but your mega's just gonna tick down, and essentially you need to get out and just try and do some fucking damage, and maybe you'll get out. So, hang on. So in this situation, I like to stand just at the corner. So I'm sort of just touching the right-hand side wall at the corner and hug the right-hand side. Because if they bounce a grenade in, it just goes straight past you. And that's how you can time your exit. And so this is not just applying for the beginning, but for the next part. And also, if they pause or you hear them get a cell pack, meaning they're going to the ammo room, you can, where the yellow glowing symbol is, above the D on the paused, you rocket jump off that, and you can often get out. If you rocket jump off the back wall, it has its place also, using that, but depending on where they're standing, they can hear you.
Yep.
So you can see if you were standing to the right.
Yeah, it wouldn't have brought gone past me.
Yeah. So he Def plays aggressive. He pushes in to Mega, but most people won't push in. And if you're playing a tight game, they won't push in, because now he's given up control. And if you spawn quad ledge, yellow entrance, or red, he's kind of fucked. Which you did. You spawn. I accidentally pressed space to change players in. So back on you now. So you actually kind of got lucky here, and I can tell that you're holding forward when you spawn. You need to not do that.
You're about to watch that happen about 900 times.
Yeah.
Yes, understood.
Like Halsam does it a lot as well, and I sort of capitalized. I capitalize on that against him quite a lot, because when he spawns where Def is right now, I always get a free kill. And if he had been not holding forward, he would do so much better. And because of little things like that I know Halsam, for example, does, because I've played him so much over, more than 20 years, I can capitalise that. And often I have blowouts against Halsam when our skill difference on dm4 is actually very minimal.
Right.
Him and I had a game today, and I got like a massive, perfect start, and then he managed to break my control, and for probably 5 minutes he was fully in control, and I couldn't break him. I still managed to win, but he's very solid. But little things like that, he would probably beat me. And so you were lucky there. When he was down the bottom going to rocket jump like that, I probably wouldn't have gone for LG. However, that's in a typical situation. Against Def, he'll always go forward.
Right.
Plus forward. So I'm just bringing the chat up. Right. So now you've done the exact right thing. You don't stay at LG. That's the worst mistake people make. You're just a sitting fucking duck if you stay at LG. Everybody sees Locktar do it because he's a fucking beast, but he does it in a way where he doesn't miss you and he avoids being hit.
Right.
Yeti actually does it very effectively. He stands in the corner in the middle, sort of out of view, and he sort of can't get splashed there. It's like an annoying location, but I sort of know that he's going to do it every time. So I know I can... it's just a matter of doing more damage than he does.
Right.
All right, so you heard him going, spawn in top or ammo, it doesn't matter which. Now you've got two choices here. You can quickly go through the teleporter, and if you need health and salts, that's what you do. You don't. So you can actually just stay here on the stairs. And spamming like that actually prevents them coming out. So he's just snuck through. And so that's why I would have just stayed on the quad ledge.
Okay.
Because you don't actually need anything.
You want them to come out, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
You want them to come out. And so now he's got an armor. Now you can't really, against a good player, you should not be able to get out of mega health alive under any situation. Because going through 200 HP with an LG or a bit of splash, you go through like butter.
Just melt them, yeah.
But he's now got a green armor. And a green armor and a mega is the equivalent of a red armor.
Mm.
So roughly, it's not exact, but it's roughly the same. Sorry, just give me 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, so it's roughly the same, but you've got the height and the LG advantage. So you should still win, but a good player will come out and smack you in the face. So what I would do here is quickly get red armor, because you know that he's probably not going to get rocket launcher and pop straight back out again. That is something that I often do. I leave mega. If I hear them pick up the cell packs at yellow armor entrance, I know that they're going down to get red. So
I think I do that in a sec. I think I drop nades to hold him back and then I'd rush for it. Yeah.
So that when you picked up that cell pack,
he should have known.
Yeah, a good player will know. Right, so he's rocket jumped, and he was lucky to get out of that alive. And so he probably heard you coming out of red and rocket jumped out, because if you're down on the lower level, you can actually surprisingly win a lot of fights, even if you've got LG, when you're coming out of Mega, and they're also down the bottom.
Right.
It really becomes a coin toss, especially when you've both got roughly equal stacks.
Decent stacks, yeah.
Yeah. So he's done a nice maneuver. He's rocket jumped onto the quad ledge and gone straight through. So he's now at yellow entrance with full control and a mega health. And in a second, he'll have yellow armor, which means he's then got a bigger stack than you.
Yep.
There we go. So I can't actually switch to his bulge. I probably wouldn't have pushed in here because I knew he would have a bigger stack. So he probably would have lost the rocket jump off the back wall. He probably would have lost 30 HP. And then you do the rocket jump off the ground, he would have lost another 30 HP. So he'd be at about 140 HP and a yellow armor, which is a little bit bigger than a red. And pushing in here is extremely difficult. A good player will just damage the fuck out of you when you come in here at any time. And you're winning. And if you're winning on dm4, you don't need to push. Simple as that. You can just force them to make the difference. This is if you're playing...
Set the pace,
Yeah, if you're playing to win, you do not need to push in. I push in because I'm a cheeky cunt. And I like annoying people and trolling a bit. And I play for fun. So I like pushing in. But what I usually do is you peek and see the nail pack. See the wall to the left of that?
Yep.
So what I do is I just peek and shoot that wall there. And if he's gone for yellow, you can hit them. But that's if they've just gone in. But he had gone in like a number of seconds beforehand, which means that he'd be coming out. So what I do is I actually shoot the floor right where he is now. I peek and shoot.
Right,
there.
okay.
So that was kind of bad that you dropped down. It was an accident, obviously, because you didn't know that he was going to rocket jump back up. Yep. But Def plays quite aggressively. He pushes out, kind of trolls in the same sort of manner that I do. I don't know if that's coincidence or not, but Def and I were both taught dm4 strategy by the same guy.
Yeah, okay.
So a lot of the things we do are similar in that way, but I don't think that's something that he taught either of us, to be honest. And so right then, you had your back to the exit. You don't do that. So there's kind of no reason for you to be going in here. You've got 96 health, you've got all the cells in the world, and you've got 11 rockets. What you should be doing is alternating rockets and grenades up at that entrance, and then in between them, jump to the quad ledge.
Right.
So he fake rocketed, or he fucked the rocket jump up. Yeah, okay. So he faked it. So right now, if he's gone down here, you need to get off this LG platform as quick as possible. So I typically like to go via the nails, because if I don't have the nail gun, or if I'm short on time, you can just stand on the quad shooting nail gun into that entrance, and they actually can't push out. And then if they shoot a rocket where you are, you can jump to the quad ledge, drop down, or jump left. But right now, he's going to come out and just put a rocket right on your head.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but either way, he's now got control. So, but he's got 50 HP and 10 armor, but he's up top and he's in control. And what he did then was actually smart. He went back and got the armor so that you can't have it.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And so what I often do if someone's in Mega, because hardly anyone pushes into Mega, especially if they have got the lead. But I always push in and just at least fire a rocket in there to fuck them up and try and not to get out. But I use that dropping down to the ground often just to damage myself so that I can pick up the armor that he just picked up. Right. Just so that the other person can't get it. Because if they come out with Mega, they don't have much. But if they get that green armor, they've suddenly got a Mega and a green armor. It's a big stack.
Right.
And in that situation where you don't know where he is, I love just shooting the entrance to ammo room just there.
The roof? Yeah, okay.
Just shoot the at the bottom level.
Yep.
But from what happened then, we didn't know where he was. So I like to listen, and if you hear any ammo packs being hit up, you shoot that you shoot that, and you can often, that's enough to knock them back in and for you to safely escape.
Right.
All right, so here is a difficult position because it's about 17 seconds before you're going to get an armor, and he's going to keep jumping past there and fucking you up. So what I like to do is just stand. Yeah, you just basically posture on these stairs, and also see the holes above your head.
Yeah,
there's those little holes. Yeah. You just shoot the inside wall of the hole. So you actually purposely hit the hole.
Oh, yeah.
And if they're standing above it, it hits them.
Okay.
And so what I like to do is I like to just come out, shoot sort of one at the door, just above where you're looking, shoot one at the hole, pop back in, go back to the stairs, and you keep sort of coming out each way, moving back and forth, so that they don't know where you're going to be.
Okay.
And if they don't know where you're going to be, they won't push in. And right now, you do not want them to push in. You want them. Yeah. You want to kill a bit of time so you can get a green armor. Right. So he was. So he fucked up royally here. He should have. He should have hit you, done damage then. And what stacks he got? He's got a fucking big stack. He's got 80 health and like 120 armor. There's absolutely no, and he's got ammo. There's absolutely no reason why he should be leaving the big room right now. It's not like you hit him there or anything. So you handle that perfectly. You stand on the second top step, a little bit away from the wall when they're coming out, so you can strafe left or right and avoid their rocket, and you just fucking pump them as they come out. So I pick up that armor, even though it's a bit of a pain, just so he can't have it. And if
the telly one, you mean?
Yeah, and if I'm short on time, I don't pick up the health, because there's heaps of health everywhere, but there's only 2 armors. So
got it.
So I pick it up, and often I'll shoot myself and pick it up just so he can't have it. So if he has spawned ammo room, which we didn't know he had at that particular point in time, he's fucked, and you can kind of push in and fuck him. All right, so maybe you didn't see him go in the tally then. As
I thought I saw green when I came through. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know what your graphic settings are like, but you don't seem to know where he is. So, no. And he teleported basically at the same time. So you don't really know. So in that situation, you kind of just want to sit on the ledge above LG so you can cover both exits to basically.
And Mega if he pushes to Mega.
So he just picked up the green. Yeah, so this is I do this a lot as well, and I used to mix up the corners, but I pretty much always go in the opposite corner to this, because what I do is I come through the teleporter and flick the exit, like flick the flick
to the right,
flick the exit, and it'll often fuck them up. But if you're standing in that corner, you can hit them and they don't do anything. Locust has just come in chat on the stream. I will just do a little bit of a shout out to Locust, because I believe he is the best dm4 player in the world.
Oh, well, Locust, I'm willing to hear your tips.
Yes.
Mark.
Yes.
Unload on me.
That hasn't stopped me smashing him a few times.
I hope it's bedtime for you, Locust, because this might put you to sleep, champ.
Yeah.
Watching me play.
At QH LAN, I played a heap of practice games against Locust on dm4 before the LAN, and I actually managed to take one off him. And when he arrived in his car after driving from like northern Sweden, he said, "You have to carry in my computer, dm4 slave." And I carried his computer into the
Carry his computer, bitch.
Yeah, I really like Locust. He's a legend.
Oh, good stuff.
Anyway, on we go. All right, so you should have just stayed where you were then.
With that stack, you're right. Now, leading into some of the things you said before, you're right.
Yeah, if I've got 100, I'm holding that big room.
When you're in control, don't take yourself out of a position to control the map just to get an armor when you're 150, 100.
Because against a good player, you will never get out of red armor alive, no matter what you got. All right. So you had a good idea there. You get fake rocket jump
Fucked it
up,
up,
slide down, but you had a good idea. Yeah, so I actually lost track of if he'd teleported or not. But if he hasn't teleported, if you know for sure that they haven't teleported up to the top, when you go through the teleporter, you just aim like 10 degrees to the left and hit that gap exactly where he was standing.
Oh, the corner of the wall.
Everybody's sitting there, and because what he did. It always causes a person to fly forward into the lava if you push out. So I go
the floor, behind him.
So I go through the teleporter and then actually pull back and shoot that spot.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah. All right. So you were holding forward.
Yep.
Then when you should have been holding back, and you'll jump to LG now, and he will kill you. You were like, but you're fucked now. Yeah, you deserve to die.
I do deserve to
All
die.
right. So,
Right there.
depending on where the other person is...
I should have gone red first.
Yeah, it depends on if you get this yellow. Not everyone will rocket jump up to yellow after you, but most will. And because he killed you in ammo room, he's easily got enough time to fuck you here.
That's right, yeah.
So I often will just pause before I make my decision. But he rocket jumped very quickly, and you'll die now. So here's a bad situation because he rocket jumps up. Most people won't, but Def loves doing this shit. Yeah. So I will pause to see if I can sneak around to the left or the right to get out, but he's gonna fuck you now. He totally potatoed that. He was in the perfect position.
Fuck it, wrecked Def.
Yeah,
Get wrecked.
He fucked that up. You should have.
No, I know. I should have got absolutely killed then.
So even though you really can hold the big room with no HP. Like when I was playing against Harlson today, without thinking about it, I held the big room for like 3 battles without picking up HP on 6 HP.
Yeah, wow.
Just as long as you know.
But did he have a rocket?
He spawned Mega, I fucked him up. Then he spawned Top, I fucked him up.
Wow, that's impressive, especially with Splash.
Yeah.
Splash. Yeah.
So the way that you just jumped then, what you should have done is just keep looking at the exit and get the grenade launcher and just spam. And what you can do is you can spam the red exit while walking backwards and keep a constant stream of grenades while you get HP and ammo without stopping grenades going onto the...
Understood.
Going onto it. So I don't think he's rocket jumped. I've forgotten. No, he hasn't rocket jumped. I can tell by the ammo pack sound that he just made then. So you should be getting the grenade launcher here. That was good. You could probably work on where you're positioned at the time, but so he's going to be up above you now. No, he fake rocket jumped. So when you heard him,
I got an email then at that point. I remember saying, sorry, I had something. My boss emailed me something.
So when you hear him coming out, what I do is I try and come out of this exit, and you wait, you pause to see if he's going to shoot a rocket to fuck you coming out, and if he doesn't, then you jump to quad ledge. And I jump a 180 spin and then put a rocket into the doorway above.
I've got it.
Like that, but without...
But you don't miss.
Yeah. And I like to always double teleport there just to see where they are.
Yeah.
But Defy's actually doing some unpredictable shit in this game. Like he's doing stuff that he shouldn't be. And he's in places where I don't think he should actually be. Yeah, so in this situation, if you heard him get that armor,
should have backed off.
You don't walk out this exit.
Yep.
You're just gonna get a rocket in the face like that. And so I don't know what he's doing there. What I like to do is there's a little hole in the ground, like a little vent thing, a grill. I like to stand just to the back of that because if you don't want to get caught in it, so you can strafe left and right, and then you just shoot the far edge of that lip, and it fucks them every time. So I don't know where he is right now, but I think he's coming around behind you. No, he's doing lots of fake rocket jumps. I think he's just trying to troll you. So when you're doing that shot and you think that they're going to come out, what I do is I like to shoot the lip of the doorway either side. I think it's good because
it'll knock them way down towards you, I guess.
So if you're down the bottom and you don't have the angle that you had then, if you're like trying to do a real vertical one, then you just shoot the roof above the doorway, inside the doorway. But when you're in that position where you can actually see, it's really easy to dodge a rocket and walk straight out of there. So you shoot the wall or the lip. And so that's good. That's exactly what I like to do. To get out of this position, you want to try and steal an LG and then just stack back up. And if they're the type of player that is fast enough to shoot that tally exit down the bottom, pull backwards. You go through the tally, pull backwards. They will have shot a rocket that will miss you, and then you can get some LG damage into them, then go through to the armor. Without them giving you damage. All right, so when you're in this situation, you see a rocket going like this, just pull back and left strafe, and you can not die like that. Yeah, perfect. So I heard him rocket jump then. So now I'd be shooting the ledge just to the right of that. No, just to the right of the cell pack. That you've got on the screen right now. And never show your back like that. Always be looking. All right, so I don't know what tally he went through then. I think it was maybe he exited red. So he's doing lots of fake rocket jumps and sounds. So against people like that, you really need to pay a bit more attention to every exit. So I heard that teleporter. So right now, I would have backed into the corner to your right and fuck him as he comes through the teleporter.
Right. So I didn't purposely shoot then.
All right. So Def does a rocket jump that I also do, and that is you go through this teleporter and then you rocket jump up to quad ledge. And people are waiting here. And he and I do it, and I don't know many other people that do it.
So you can fire rockets straight down here.
You know, you basically, with one rocket jump, you take control of the map while the person is trying to fuck you here. And so he's done that now. So now you're stuck again. You're holding forward again, and I don't think you've got enough time to get this LG and get somewhere safely. You probably need to go to red, or that. See that was the grate that you got caught on there. It's a killer. That was good. So and also, many people who've got that spawn that you just did then will go back through the tally and go to red. No, what you did then, because
I knew that I'd killed him, so the chances of him dropping, or at least I thought I had a pretty good chance to get the LG then and the green.
Yeah, so because when you spawn there, you can see if he spawns across from you.
Yeah.
You can hear if he gets red armor. Any other spawn, the best thing is to go to LG. You get a free kill.
Yep.
So you should have backed onto the armor
jump over,
and not followed him in here.
Yep.
Oh, there was no armor. Alright, so he got away for free there. That's good because you punished the fuck out of him. So just give me 1 sec.
Alright.
I gotta piss.
You have to lie, you're going for a vomit. You back? You muted.
Fuck, sorry. Yeah, so just then you sort of paused and shot a couple of grenades while you're on the algae ledge. What you should have done is shot one while you're moving to the position you are in now to do this jump, and then do the jump and then quickly do another one. Okay, right. So he is one of these. Jeff is one of these tricky double back guys. They always double back. So you think he's going to go top, and instead he paused and waited for you to do that exact jump.
Right.
So most people don't even do this. Like even players who are far better than Def or would rape him senseless won't do that. But Def is tricky like that, and I have to give it to him for that sort of stuff. Yeah. So when you heard him get the ammo pack, then the health, you need to fucking get down to that red.
So was he in ammo?
No. So he went through the teleporter. Then you heard an ammo pack. Then you heard a health pack. So that means he's coming in to get you.
Yeah.
But he did something different. So Def is doing weird shit.
I think it's a grenade launcher, is he? Has he got that cell?
Yeah, I think he's dropped down there now. Exactly.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, so if he's shooting in there, you just stay down the bottom, right at the teleporter, looking up.
So then you can plus back out, yeah?
Yeah, and I stay in the back left corner because you've got the best view. And so here, this is tricky. He might not know where you are. So what I'll do is I'll quickly press back and right and just hide there. So he might not know where I am. And then if you hear him come out and get something in the big room, you can quickly go through the teleporter and escape. Alright, so maybe people are seeing you do that, maybe you wouldn't. You're lucky to get out and get an LG. So that ammo pack that you just picked up there, it's hard to avoid but if I'm in his position, that's how I know what you're doing. That's good. I like punishing people from above like that. Yeah, so you should have heard that he was... Yeah, saw him double back there again. You should have heard that he...
He didn't realise I was behind him then.
Yeah. So what I like to do is if you're on LG and you want to cover the spawn above you, what I do is I jump to nail gun and then shoot at the spawn from nail gun quad ledge.
Okay.
Then I do the second jump to the quad platform and shoot another one. So it's like a single jump with a 180 shoot at that spawn.
Right. Okay. And then you jump over to that. Okay.
Always check the corners when you're coming up those stairs.
Yes. Yep. How's the timing?
Yeah, so I know the exact time that someone's going to come through there. It's just learn through repetition. You can make a guesstimate of when they're gonna come out roughly. You just have to walk onto the rocket launcher to pick it up.
Yep.
So you should have been able to hear him firing the LG before you went through that teleporter. I could hear it anyway.
Yeah, I did actually. I just did, yeah.
Yeah, and not many people do that anymore. It used to be a real sleazy tactic that people would do. They just stand there holding the LG at the teleporter. Venom does it.
And zap you.
Yeah, Venom does it, and you come through and you're fucked. That was good, but I would have known from the fact that he walked out that you could never get through that teleporter and escape.
Yeah.
So I would actually jump out, do a curl in the air, and just drop down below.
Try and get to Mega.
No, just try and get to top tower.
Try and get down to green. Yeah okay.
So here you need to be really quick. Oh no, but he was not where I thought he was. Too many pauses on the inside. So he fucked up there. You should not have been able to get one rocket.
Should have Pines coming down, yeah.
Yeah.
Or LG.
So he's gone into ammo room. You can hear him in there.
Yep.
Yeah, and so, so what I like to do is I like to do exactly what you did, face that way, pull back, but don't go through the doorway behind you far enough that you can get splash damage if he did double backed.
Right. Yeah.
But that was good because you sort of spun around just in time and covered it. Yeah, so you've always got to be careful.
I knew at that point I'd fucked up big time.
Yeah.
I should have kept putting pressure on.
So Mike says in there, Venom, dirty tactics, never. Venom is the king of standing there and holding LG against that teleporter and going through 100 cells just to get a bit of damage before you come through. He's the only person that I actually worry about that happening. Funny enough, good old Matt. That's another good thing is you always shoot them with a shotgun if you can. It's all about
chip damage.
Chip damage. Yep, chip damage. The shotgun does fuck all, but if they can't hit you, you can chip them down a lot. And someone like me who holds the main room with no health at all, I can get fucked up big time by people who just boomstick me. They force me out. So I don't know what he was doing. He should have stayed there. Yeah, I don't know. Still don't want to do his thing. Yeah. So he did the exact right thing. Back. So I can't really switch to his POV.
He forced me to go look at telly exit by showing that he was going around there.
But what you do is you stand where he is, right in that little like there, so you're far enough around that you can't really be hit, and then you shoot towards the health pack on the
right.
So you sort of hit halfway between the door to yellow and the health pack.
Yep.
And if they try and go there to get you as you go through the teleporter, you can fuck them. And so I always pause there, peek, shoot a rocket, and it fully stops them from being able to go through. Then you can safely go through.
Then you can telly. Then you can sleep,
yeah. And what you do is you do a 180 flick as you go through the teleporter and shoot the floor. And so if they still are coming through, you knock them back out again.
Yeah,
so you kind of hit onto the ledge where you're standing right now. All right, so that was unlucky. He outplayed you. Yeah. So the main thing is you got to get out of that habit of going out that top exit. It's death, basically, and death is someone.
What you mean coming back out? You mean you want to try and slip?
Like you spawned at the top and you went to just walk out, and many times you've essentially lost a battle because you walked out that top exit.
I need to stop forwarding off spawn. I just need to, and I need to start using
get an axe,
more axe off spawn.
Get an axe script and spawn with that. Do you use my config?
No, but remember I'm a lefty, so all my shit's changed.
Oh, okay.
It's a real pain in the ass.
So I basically never come out after just getting the rocket launcher like that. I might peek and shoot up to ammo room exit, or I'll go back to Mega and rocket jump off the back wall. But coming just out here like this is death. But if you do it in one fluid motion, you can pick up the rocket and then rocket jump off the wall where that symbol is. Yeah, and you can often get out. Like you could have got out then with that particular rocket jump. And so there you should have just waited. And so you could hear him to go through the telly. I would wait for the green armor so that you've got a good stat.
Right.
Yeah, so that was good. But now you've heard that drop, you kind of need to get out. So
he's on LG, right? Or is he in red?
No, he's in red. Yeah, so you kind of need to get out and get a shot on red. Or when they go through the red teleporter, you go through this teleporter and shoot a rocket.
And spam a rocket, of course, yeah.
And double teleport and shoot a rocket.
Okay.
So right in that situation, you double teleport and grab the armor while you're at it. You can do it in one flick.
Okay.
Right, so he rocket jumped up. So that's.
See, right now I should have known like that.
Yeah, and so you were out of sort of he was. Yeah, you probably haven't had someone do that against you. He does that rocket jump up there really well. He fakes going down to bottom green, then rocket jumps backwards up to quad ledge, and it catches. I do it as well. It catches people off guard massively, and also you didn't have the armor yet. You probably should have waited.
So he went. Hang on. So he went through red towards green, spun around, came back, and rocket jumped up to.
You can do it in one fluid motion.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't go through. So here I like to silent drop down or fake drop down. So I'll show you how to do that in a second. So here what I do is I like to wait until the spam stops, grab the cells, and then pull back again. So then he doesn't know you're coming. And then what I do is I pick and shoot. If you know the stairs on the opposite side, you shoot the wall just to the right of the center of the stairs, the center step, about shoulder height. And if they're, because that is the best spot to stand to counter someone coming out of here, and that hits them a little bit.
Does the LG reach across the room from there?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So he went through a tally. I don't know where he went though. Maybe he dropped down. Yeah, he went through.
And got the health, got the green. Got the health in the green.
Yeah.
I think I figured it out.
So here you drop down, but you need to get out of this position quick. And when they're in ammo room, you don't go that way.
Yeah, got it.
So you can go through the teleporter, or you can go via super nail gun, but not that way. So when you heard that rocket jump, that's a rocket jump you do off the stairs at the back of the room to come flying out, and I would have just shot the wall to stop him dead.
Got it.
So he hasn't dropped down now. Now he has. So what I like to do is I like to, when they come, when they're going to come out, I like to shoot a rocket a little bit further out than the actual spawn to knock them back in there. You just hit one rocket, which will knock them back. Then you switch to then you switch to LG. And even if you've got a way bigger stack, which they will because they're coming out of red, you can often fuck them.
Look at the plus forward. It's so bad, isn't it?
Yeah, but when you're this far down, you stop making rational decisions. But it's good practice to, even when you're getting smashed, to give away as little frags as possible. Just try and make them work.
Real defensive.
Yeah, because the more you can get them to come out of the main room to kill you, if you can bait them into coming into ammo room, the more chance that you can get a spawn that allows you to, next time, to escape.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, got ya.
He fucked up there. He should have killed you. And so what I do is when you go through that doorway, don't jump.
Don't jump. I just realised that then.
Yeah, so you jumped, and what I do is just in case they're going to drop down, I pre-angle my crosshair on that location where he was, just in case they drop down and try and do what he just did to you then. Alright, so he picked up the armor, didn't make a drop sound. He's about to...
Oh no, I dropped. Yeah, he's about
to finger your anus. So where you jumped off Mega, you need to work on where you start your first jump. You start your first jump on exactly where the spawn is, and you can come out of Mega, grab the rocket launcher in one fluid motion.
Yeah, got it.
So what I do is I wait, pause, after you hear them come out of red, and then you shoot the floor or the wall in case they're pushing in, which he would have. So you just heard him pick up the health.
Heard him pick up the health. Yeah.
So he's coming in for you. Or being a cheeky cunt. I would shoot right now at the top exit. It's the perfect. It's just one of those timing things you just learn from playing far too much. That's what some people do, is to get off the LG platform, is they rocket jump across the other side. You sort of went sideways then up, I don't do it because I preempt it and just jump across there as quick as I can. But like Locktar, he rocket jumps. He does that rocket jump. Drax does it. I think it's a waste of HP. And I'm just prepared to get across that ledge.
Like you mean jump nails to ledge?
Yeah, I'm just prepared. But if they're coming top and I'm low HP, I'll go via that ammo room way to jump across because you're sort of shielded under there.
Right.
Yeah, you just got to not drop down there. So you need to practice coming into this room full speed and that hole right in front of you.
Shoot down it.
Smashing a rocket through there down to the bottom.
Yep.
Because you can shoot where you're going down here right now and it is effective, but if someone's going to do it that way, you lose like a quarter of a second and that then becomes ineffective. But if you can come...
That's a really hard... It is a hard shot though. I've tried it every now and then. I always hit that.
Anytime I'm warming up,
inside of that.
I rocket jump into yellow and practice putting a rocket down that hole. And you just have to practice and practice and practice, and then you can do it full speed. And I can do it at any speed with or without a rocket jump, and hit a rocket down there. And if you get it through that hole, they can't dodge it either.
Yeah, okay.
So Locust is just...
You talk about the one right in front of it, right?
Yeah, the hole right in front of you. So Locust has just piped up. I see potential, EGGE. The major thing I see is that you're a bit too stressed. You need to slow down when you're out of control. Hugely important that that you're not giving away any frags for free. He's exactly right. You've got to make them work for it. Try to make it as hard for him as possible, even when you know you're going to die eventually. Make him chase you. Get him out of position. Get him out of position opens up for the next spawn, which is exactly what I said a minute ago. People just say, "What do? I just keep running out, dying." It's not about how do I get out of that position. It's how you get them out of their position, and the way to do that is you constantly boomsticking them. You make them come in and get you. If there's a lot of time on the clock and you're only a couple frags down, don't worry about it. Just slow it right down. Make them come in for you.
I think that's one of my biggest problems. I noticed it last night after the games, actually, with these guys. I was playing Migs, and Migs actually said the same thing to me at the end of the night. He said to me, he goes, playing against you, the one thing I always see is you plus forward off spawn, and when you're out of control, you're still in a position for me to keep cheap damage to you.
Yeah.
He goes, slow down your game. But I think that's my biggest problem. I feel like I'm playing like a bitch, for lack of better words, if I'm not trying to put pressure or trying to put damage on my opponent, if that makes sense. Like it's not in my nature to play slow, but I need to learn to do that. And I think like have a low score line is okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He said if you're killed in SSG room, for example, it's a huge win. Yeah, because if they have to go in to SSG to get you, and another advanced tactic, which
that's good. Thanks, Locust. That's good. Yeah.
Which only a couple of players do, and Locust actually showed me this one. When you've got a really tight game and you're in control, what you do is you injure the person. So just say they're in here, you injure them, and then you quickly go down and get red armor, because then even if you come out, they can't win that fight. So you injure them and let them live in top or ammo while you go get the red.
Just push them back. Give yourself... You're basically creating space, right, for you to go...
No. So what it is you're basically bringing their stack down so that they can still come out and get LG and grenade launcher. They just don't have enough stack to do anything with it. Right. So they come out here to get LG, you hit them, don't kill them, then quickly go down to get red, and they can't do anything.
And then finish them.
Then if they then get red armor spawn, they can't do anything.
But if they hit like a truck though, if they're someone who hits like a fucking truck, surely that...
If they're like 50 HP and you're 100, 200, they can't they can't do shit. All right, so this is where I like doing the silent drop, because I can just do it so quickly.
Yeah.
All right. So this, but everyone else I know does it on the other side. This side is way quicker. You just drop.
That's a real easy, nice way to do it. Drop across that platform. I try and go off the edge of the
But
platform.
you pick up the health. So if you're not full, if you're not full stack, you will pick up that.
Don't do that, right?
Yeah,
because that'll give away who you are.
yeah. Now the fake drop. So this corner, what you need to do is face that seam there. See it?
Yep.
Pull back into the corner and pull back hard. You've got to hold the in, then you let go of backwards, turn and face exactly parallel with this line here and this line here. You pull back hard. Then, so when you're facing exactly parallel with those lines, you jump. At the peak of your jump, you press and hold forward and your screen will begin to shake. And at that point, you let go of forward and simultaneously tap right strafe and turn right 45 degrees. Got that?
Yeah, go. Do it. Jump. Oh, fuck off. That is such a dog move. That is so good. Oh. That is bullshit. And it sounds legit from the outside of the room.
Yeah, but it's very difficult to do it all the time because if you just walk in here, you don't clip. See, you've got to really pull in and hold in. Like I'm holding back in, so you've got to really pull in hard. And the other way to do it, which is the way that Locktar does it, exactly the same mechanic, but you face a perpendicular or whatever. You go jump right strafe. You got to still pull in the same angle. Jump right strafe. I find it harder. I did it then.
Wow.
And that's kind of better because you can see if they're coming. But if they're coming and you're doing it, you're fucked anyway. So fake drop and silent drop. They're the two. They're the two things. So there was something else.
I'll have to watch this back a few times, I think, to get all of this. But
so, and the other thing with start spawns, everyone thinks, oh, red armor is the best spawn. Ammo room is the worst spawn. It's not the case. This spawn here is the best spawn.
You want LG, don't you, at the start? LG and green. Because you can control almost everywhere.
Yeah, even if they get red armor,
jump over.
You need to be ready. But even if they get red armor and you get here, you can...
I'll jump over. Yeah.
What you do is you drop get LG, they rocket jump, and you can kill them before they kill you.
Well, that's what Def did. Remember at the start of the game.
And so I actually did that to reload in QuakeCon when I had to play him in dm4. I got that spawn, he got red armor, and I pinned him to the roof and killed him. But if they then get any other spawn, you can back here, you can cover 1, 2, and if they get that spawn, they can go through to red, but you've got control, and they don't have an LG, so you can punish them.
So that situation right there, even when you were just saying it, just that situation then when if they spawn and they go towards yellow, but I'm on LG, in my head right now, if I was playing, my first reaction will be jump to that ledge and look back at that room, but that's too late. Yeah, You're saying don't even bother because you know they're going to get red. Just set up to control this room. Yeah,
and so the other thing is when you're here and you want to hit that spawn point there, you can go like this, but it won't kill them. What you do is you just instinctively go like that. I can do it in one motion, and you hit on an angle there, and you can really kill them every time. When you kill someone, it's very important to shoot at a spawn no matter what. You've got a 1 in 6 chance of getting a shot, and if you're in the big room, that's the spawn that you want to be shooting at because that's the one that's most detrimental.
So you favor that? You favor that spawn, do you?
Yeah, because that's the spawn that they can punish me the most if they get that spawn. So you shoot at that spawn. The other thing is if you spawn here and the other person spawns opposite you.
Yes. Yeah.
What you want to do is not push out forward. You start boomsticking them, and if they go for LG, then you go through. If they don't go for red, then you jump across. But it's essentially a standoff, and the other person dictates what you do. in this position. However, this spawn's great as well. Now, if you get this spawn, and they spawn in either one of these two spawns here, what you do is you jump, and in the air, you turn and face them, and you
So you
shoot
can see
them
if
with...
they're top or bottom.
No, you shoot them with the boomstick.
Okay.
And what it is that boomstick shot slows them enough down so that you can get the LG and the armor, and kill them, and they can't do anything about it.
Okay.
So it's very important. You just go bang. Oh, let me do it. I don't think I've got a boomstick bound there, and yeah, and so it doesn't matter which one. You need to look. So you need to be hitting that jump. You need to be hitting that jump like this, and then you look at basically this bar here, and then you can quickly look up or down and hit them with a boomstick. And it's not about killing them; it's about slowing them down so they can't get out. And you can.
So okay, as a scenario, stand still here for a second.
Yeah.
Right?
So this is we're talking about start game spawns.
Yeah, but let me just let's just pretend this is middle of the game, right?
Yeah.
I'm out of control. I die. You're tanked. You've got armor, rocket. You're in this position here. You're going back and forth through this room. If I spawned in on the stairs, I would get green at telly.
Hang on.
And I'd go back. Like if I spawn in
You're
MO,
talking
right?
mid game or?
Yeah, I'm talking mid game. Sorry.
So where's the other person?
Let's say you're around here. You're controlling this room right now, right? Like
I'm in control.
You're on the stairs. You're on the stairs. You're in control.
Right.
You've just killed
Yeah.
me. I spawn in MO.
Yeah.
Would the first thing be try and get to telly to get the green and get back into the MO room on the stairs and try and just do cheap damage with the stick with the boom?
Getting the LG is good, and what you do is you don't pick up anything inside, and you try and just slip and jump through.
There you go, bounce, yeah.
Yeah,
But then you can fire a
and-
rocket down there and fuck
Yeah,
it, maybe.
because they really should be controlling things from this side, and you can often slip through. If they've seen you do it once, they'll be ready for it.
Yeah.
If not, yeah. So it's a tough one. But if you're in the lead and you spawn here, you just come in here, and you just make them come in after you. And what you do is you come up here this close, then you stand here. And that's how you line it up, so that you are a pixel away from going through that teleporter.
Do that again. What did you do?
You stand here, line it up, stand like this,
What are you lining up with?
so that is next to me.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
But you can't touch it. You've got to be like 1 pixel away from it.
Got it.
So you stand here.
But I've seen what you do too. You fire, if you're going to charge here, you flick a rocket back and then you push me into the telly and the rocket races me.
Yeah, so there's a few ways to handle it if you're the person in control. But if you're the person not in control, and especially if you've got the lead, you do not need to come out under any circumstance. So you stand here with your crosshair here.
Okay.
And when they come through, you shoot them with the boomstick,
Yeah.
which slows them down. Then you hold back, drop down, get the LG and come through.
Do you know for some reason then? Hang on a second. Do that again. Show me something. Did you? So if you're not facing if you're facing the telly, so you come out the way you're facing the telly.
No, you always come through this teleporter facing this way.
Oh fuck me! You know I've never noticed that.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay,
So
right.
every teleporter, you go through this one, you're facing here.
Holy shit! I never realised you come out facing that wall. I don't know why. I've just never.
Yeah, you
There you
go
go.
through
Okay.
facing to keep going full speed.
So okay. So that's pretty cool. How you can just plus back off that if you needed to. Yeah,
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
So you line it up, stand here.
Yeah.
As they come through, you hit them with the boomstick.
Bounce.
Yeah.
Bang.
You hold backwards, drop down. Oh, and as you're here coming back through, you should be able to you should have been able to slow them down enough that they don't telefrag you when you come back. And then when they go through, you shoot them again with the boomstick, which slows them down again for them trying to shoot there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. Yep.
So you got 1, 2,
Two.
escape,
That.
armor.
Bang, and you can get away. Yeah, got it. That's a really cool little strat.
What are some other cool things? Fake drop sound when you're at LG. So if you're here and you're worried that they're going to come out here and fuck you and you don't have time to get out, you jump and then land down there. Fake drop. And often they'll think you're dropped down, and then you can just stay there, just on this step. But this step is not horizontal. It's deeper at one
Oh,
side
wow.
than the other. So you can't do it here. But you can do it here.
That's cool.
And the other thing is if the other person's trapped in ammo room, and you want to
Hang
push
on, sorry.
them.
Before you go into the ammo room, so you're saying, so explain to me
So let's
a
just-
situation. When would you use that?
Okay, let's just say you've just killed them up there.
Yep. I
And
was
they-
up there,
they had
right?
it-
You're saying
yeah.
I was up there. Yep.
No, just say you're here and you've
Yep.
killed that person up there, and they had a rocket pack, and then they spawn there. You don't really have time to jump across there or here.
Yep.
It's very rare that you use this. Usually you just head into ammo room and
Yep.
you're safe. But what I like to do is then go, and then they'll come out
Make them
and
think.
go above your head.
Make them think I've dropped to red.
Yeah, I sometimes
Okay.
shoot them through here, and then it's just another way of
Got it. I was trying to work out where you were trying to make me think that I'd gone, but yeah, okay, I see. Yeah.
Which one didn't you know, Locust? I knew you'd fucking learn some good strats from this. Oh really? And so the other one is if you want to push them in in ammo room, when you drop down to this ledge, you clip that step just here. You clip just the corner of it, and it's silent.
Ah,
It's
that's
very
a great way to push.
yeah. So the thing is, a good player is going to be ready for either way anyway. So
So a good player typically knows not to push out of that room, right, and to deal cheap damage until
Yeah.
you're forcing the other player out of position, essentially,
Yeah.
and then try and your luck and get. It's like trying to get out of mega room, right?
Yeah.
You stay in, so you basically either hug the wall or you stay in mega and try and force them to come at you, and then hopefully you're going to force a spawn on red or force a spawn on up the top here, and you can plus back and get yellow and rocket.
So you can also do fake jumps here. It's a similar mechanic to that one.
Here, there, yeah.
You've got to get yourself perfectly in the corner.
I just wonder how effective that is though. Like in
This
these
one
little
here?
ones in the game, they're so fast.
I've seen
This
Loctard.
map's so fast.
I've seen Loctard do this in game. This one here.
Wow.
It's kind of useless. You can do it here too. What else was I going to show you? Oh yeah. So when you're in here, you can shoot that, and if they're above that, it'll splash them.
Okay.
So you can shoot that and that, and if you're here and they've gone through that top tally, I just come out, bang straight up, and then go straight back in again, and you can deal damage.
What
like
about
that.
if you're on that ledge and you deal damage through the holes back down? Is it? What
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
do?
I shoot through here all the time. I shoot grenades through here, and
Oh, yeah,
I shoot them up this way as well. And if they're up top and you're trying to prevent them from getting the red, and you're holding here, I shoot through the holes here.
Oh, okay. That'll just force them straight along, straight across. Yeah.
And this is rare case, but handy. Double rocket jump up to there. Right there is where you hit the first rocket,
Oh, okay.
and then you can push them.
Fuck man, that rocket through the holes. Show me that a few times.
Yeah, so you just have to practice this so you can nail it 100% of the time. You need to be able to go full speed and
I
hit
mean,
it.
I'm guessing you've done that about what 100,000 times.
I sit there and practice it and practice it.
Fuck, that is amazing at that speed.
So it's weird for me because I've got the graphics turned on and the gun turned on. I'm used to doing it without it, but and the other one is if you're battling them and they're here, you hit them, then you pull back this way, and you hit that one.
Okay, yep.
So you go.
But
one,
typically, if you fire a rocket, you do that. They're gonna push through the portal anyway, aren't they?
not necessarily. If they really want that red.
Okay. So sometimes that's an important call out, right? Sometimes if you know that you're going to be able to wait a couple of seconds to take that armor, even if you're 99% chance of dying,
Yeah.
you're starving the other player of that red, right? So that if
Yeah.
you get a decent score next time, you can drop damage and know that the red's on up to another, whatever, 10 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, so
That's a strat, right?
I like standing here because you've got a view if they're coming. So
Right.
if a grenade's coming, you pull back and a grenade won't hit you here. What it will do is
Okay.
sort of bounce around you, and you can sort of go back like this. I'll show you. I'll show you Lord Lame's tactic. All right, his tactic is rocket jump into mega health, and then
Like a
stand
noisy.
here like this. But it doesn't work on land. He gets raped on land.
Who?
Lord Lame. So So these are what.
He's just got them there ready to go. How funny is this?
So let's just jump 9 minutes into this game against Lord Lame on land. What's the scores? 41-0. So that's what happens when he doesn't have a high ping just to hide in mega health. And there's many of those demos where that came from. You know, every dog has his day. Playing like a homo and hiding in mega health for 30 minutes, suit typing. But you can't do that shit on low ping, so...
Is 4K say, is that Lord Lame?
No, that's Say.
Oh, so yeah.
He's a legend from the UK. All right, well that's it.
Marcus, that was awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch this a few times.
Study that
Figure out
shit.
it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really helpful. I
And-
think it's funny because you don't think about half the things. Like, I mean, I don't, as I'm sort
Yeah.
of new to dueling this, I don't think about half that sort of strategy. And then
Yeah.
I guess once you've practiced it enough, and then you can keep up with the tempo of the game as well. 'Cause I think this map is unique in the sense it's so fast, right? Like,
Yeah, and every other
Build
map
on.
is about items. This map is about position.
but I
And,
also think if you're in the right position, you set the tone of the map,
Yeah.
the match a lot in this map, right?
Yeah.
I think this map for me is really fast because I don't do half the shit that you've just gone through, so I'm used to just getting raped or just relying on spawn raping and stuff like that. But if you're
Yeah.
playing like and thinking, you can actually set the tempo in this, which is a different game altogether.
So this is another jump to practice. Jump, flick.
That's a virgin jump, Marcus. That one.
Yeah,
Jesus.
you hit that rocket in that mid jump. And when I used high sensitivity, I would go flick 180 and hit there and do the same jump. I can't do it anymore because I use a lower sensitivity, so I turn it inwards instead of
Yeah,
outwards.
Roger.
Alright, that's it.
Oh, thank you, mate.
No worries.
That was very helpful.
Stick it on YouTube so you can study it, and anyone else can too.
No, that's he's helpful. Yeah, that's Yeah, wow. Fuck, there's a lot to
Yeah. Cool.
There's a lot to study.
All right. Fuck off, everyone.
Thanks for that, man.
Cheers. No worries. Catch it.
Ciao.